What you're looking at are a couple $100 of winning PrizePicks entries over the last few UFC events. My name is Angelo. This is We Want Picks, and I'm going to give you my PrizePicks entry for UFC Vegas 95. If you don't know what PrizePicks is, it's daily fantasy. You come in here, you say more or less than the numbers you see on the screen, and you can win a bunch of money. They'll even give you free money to play. The only thing you need to do is go to wewantpicks.com/prizepicks. Use promo code WWP, make yourself an entry of $5, and they'll send you $50 instantly after you make your first entry that you can use for whatever you want. I'm about to give you an entry that you can use, throw $5 at it. They will give you 50. So even if you lose that 5, you have $50 more in the account that was just gifted to you from the heavens. WeWantPicks.com/prizepicks, promo code WWP. Here's a quick look at the last week's entry. Victoria Dudikova missed. The good news is, the most important thing here is you see where that says flex play, and I've highlighted it. I always do the flex play. This is mixed martial arts. Anything can happen. You can't trust these fighters to do exactly what they're supposed to do every time. So we use the flex play option. And that is why we took down $100 on this lineup, $100 on the lineup before it. And then last week we got 25% net profit, even with the losing leg. And a bunch of you crybabies, as soon as Victoria went over this 51.5 strike line, by 10 strikes. As soon as she went over that, this sucks, I lost. I don't know how you lost. I didn't lose. Flex play, baby. Let's go ahead and build an entry here. In all seriousness, no, do the flex play. I get it. It's enticing. You see, ooh, I can 20 times my money. I can 10 times my money. You don't want to do the insurance. If we're doing this every single week, week in and week out for every single event, picking 3 fighters, 5 fighters, strike lines, takedown lines, we got to do the insurance. We got to do the insurance. Now, if you want to add another leg, if you want to stretch it out, if you want to lower it, just make it 2, then you can do that as well. But we got to do the insurance. Okay? There's your lesson. Let's go ahead and build an entry for UFC Vegas 95. UFC Vegas 95 only has 10 fights, so we don't have a whole lot of options here. If we're looking at significant strikes, the one that I love right off the rip, and I use the word love very loosely. I like the under 45.5 for Youssef Zalal. I got this at 47.5 a few days ago. If you're a premium member, we build these entries pretty much when these lines drop. I got it at 47.5. It's 45.5. That's 2 strikes. 2 strikes shouldn't matter that much, but it wouldn't be the first time we've been burned by 1 or 2 strikes. The reason I like the less on 45.5 significant strikes is if I look at Youssef Zalal's career, and if you're using the tools on my website, one of those tools is the Prop Hunter. It's going to give you his strike averages across the board. Youssef Zalal averages 41 significant strikes landed in decision wins. And I think that's what we have here. He's either going to wrestle heavy or do what he normally does, which is stay on the outside, avoid the pocket. So I like the less. I don't think he's going to get past this number. I don't think we're going to see a firefight. I think we have a pretty tame, controlled fight with Youssef Zalal on the outside. The rest of these, I don't love. Danny Barlow, relatively untested, fighting a UFC debut. Sergey Spivac's at heavyweight. We don't touch heavyweight. Same with Carl Williams. Grigoriou is fighting an absolute tomato can of a human being. Chepe Mariscal, toughest fight of his UFC career so far. Yana Santos, we have another leg here that we're going to use Yana Santos on. Carol Hossa, the 70.5 significant strikes. If you want to, you can do the more there. And actually, I am going to add, let's add the more there. Go ahead. I'll do this for the people. For the people. We'll add the more there. And then Stephanie Luciano, this is a rematch. 69.5 is a very high number. I'm going to leave that alone. If we go over to fight minutes, again, there's only 10 fights on this card, so we don't have a whole lot of options. I'm not touching any of these. I don't like any of them. Heavyweights are always a wild card. Grigoriou's fighting a tomato can, and Danny Barlow, we just don't know yet. There's not enough information to go off. If we look at fantasy score, what I do like here is we're going the under. Oh, they took it off the board. We're going to go the under on Yana Santos, and it is officially gone. I'll show you my entry that I built for this. So premium members, you got to do the less on Yana Santos' fantasy score because you saw it on my website, wewantpicks.com. That's gone. That's off the board. If it pops back up by the time you're watching this, I did less than 69.5 fantasy points. So you can tail that if you'd like. If not, I just helped you out here. We added the Karol Hossa more than 70.5 significant strikes, so that will replace that. If we move over to takedowns, I like the Carl Williams more. And I'm pausing very dramatically for a very long time because premium members at WeWantPicks.com got a 3 takedown line. It is now a 4 takedown line. This is fundamentally a different entry. I'm going to remove it. I don't like over 4. Over 3 means 4 takedowns is good. Over 4 means which we need 5. 5 is a whole different world. The entry that we're going to do right now, as of this filming, is going to be just a 2-leg entry. I'm going to throw $20 at it, 20 to win 60. I am still 3 timesing my money. And don't forget, if you use promo code WWP when you sign up, make your first entry. Just copy this one if you don't know what's going on. Yusuf Zalal, Karol Hossa. Throw $5 at it. They will give you $50 instantly, and then you can do whatever you want. So we're going to submit this lineup. Let me show you the entry I already have so you can see what you're missing out on with premium membership. This is what we have. Here's the Yana Santos, less than 69.5 fantasy points. That is not on the board right now. If it pops back up, please enjoy. Then we have more than 3, only 3 takedowns on Carl Williams, not the 4 that they have there. And Yusuf Zalal, I did less than 47.5, not the 45.5 that is there right now. The entry that we did with the information available to me on Thursday morning is Yusuf Zalal, 45.5 significant strikes. We still like the less. And then I added Karol Hossa, more than 70.5 significant strikes. If we go back to the board, you will see there's every sport you could ever think of available here. Feel free to mix and match your sports. Feel free to build different entries and do what you choose there. This is what I have done for UFC Vegas 95. If you're a premium member, I drop these entries the minute we place them, and you can get ahead of all of this line movement. If you're not a premium member, you can become one at WeWantPicks.com. And if you have not signed up with PrizePicks, do it now. Use the promo code WWP and take that $50 for free. Just do a $5 entry. They'll give you $50 for free, and then just go crazy with the other sports or UFC, whatever you want, with that $50. WeWantPicks.com/PrizePicks, promo code WWP.